What's up? Ranger578 here, and welcome to Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And real quick, I'm just gonna go ahead and get something out of the way, and then let you guys watch this cutscene. And then when we go into gameplay, I'm gonna talk about the game a bit, because yeah, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, not a very popular game, especially when it first came out, but over the years the game has gotten so better to where you can go on YouTube and watch people play this game like they're on like real special force missions and all that stuff, doing all this tactical shit and all that, and it is so damn cool. And that's what made me try the game out for the first time ever. And I have to say I'm enjoying it, but I'm gonna go ahead and just start talking about the gameplay, what I like about it, and of course my boy John Berthal, who's up there, is one of my favorite actors of all time. But anyway, go ahead and enjoy the cutscene, and I'll get back to you guys once we start the gameplay.
Thank you for joining Skeltech in a rule. Together, we are building tomorrow.
God damn it.
Alright, and this is pretty much where the gameplay starts. I'm gonna go ahead and just give a little bit of history of my experience with Ghost Recon. I remember playing, I bet on the PS2 to PS3 I played Ghost Recon 2, and I liked the game. It was really realistic, and that's what I really liked it for. But I was young. I was crap at game. I mean, it didn't really change, but I wasn't really that good at it, and so I never stuck with it. But I do remember Future Soldier, which I always thought that game was okay, and now playing Breakpoint, I definitely want to go back and do a whole let's play on it. But I remember that game being quite alright, if not it was good, okay, like solid, like 6, 7 out of 10, which is, it's pretty good. But then I remember I played Ghost Recon Wildlands. Not when it came out, but maybe like a few months or maybe a year after it came out. And I played it for maybe like 10 hours or so. I played it with my friends at the time, and you know, we were gonna go through it and stuff like that. And the game was pretty good, but I mean, I was already feeling the Ubisoft fatigue. You know, make a big fat open world map, put, you know, freaking camps everywhere, you know, where soldiers and shit, and go in there, kill them, blah 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 blah. I didn't really like the direction it was going to at the time, and it kind of just turned me off after 10 hours. But that was just my opinion, because I know that game a lot. There were some people that liked it. It had a small fan base, so respects to that game, but it wasn't for me. Now here we are with Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and I gotta say, I like how Ubisoft tries to mix the formula in a bit. It doesn't do too much. It looks like they were kind of playing it safe, and they put more of their attention elsewhere, and it really kind of diverted the community, if not the whole fan base of Ghost Recon, because they try to make this game more of a looter shooter like Division. And okay, I know people like playing Division and all that stuff. You go right ahead. Me personally, I was never a fan of these looter shooter type games. Not a fan of Destiny. Shit, what other games have I played a looter shooter? I played quite a few looter shooter games, but they never stuck with me, and that continues to be the case. But so I didn't really care about Breakpoint, and then, you know, when it came out, it was not that great. You know, the world was big and it was beautiful to look at, but it was dead for the most part, and it seemed like a steep downgrade from what was it, Bolivia, that I believe Ghost Recon Wildlands took place at. And the only thing that actually did caught my attention about this game was Jon Bernthal, because he is, like, after Walking Dead, with, I mean, I believe that was his huge break. Jon Bernthal was, he wasn't there as my favorite actor just yet, but I mean, he did a really good job as Shane, and he has a really particular type of acting style that I think he can only get away with, because it is quite funny once you kind of notice it. But I'll go into more detail about you know, what I think about Jon Bernthal, but I'll go ahead and just leave it off with this for now. The Punisher was the best fucking Marvel show that ever came out. Fight me on it, please do, because I love the Punisher, man. Like, I love anti-heroes, okay? I love Venom. I consider Batman a vigilante anti-hero. They're kind of the same thing. And yeah, and I love the Punisher. So, you know, Jon Bernthal did such a good job, and yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so I didn't touch the game for years, and I didn't touch Ghost Recon Breakpoint, the game we were playing now, for years, and you know, over time, you know, this game kind of got buried and buried and buried. The last thing I heard about Ghost Recon before I started playing it was the fact that Ubisoft at the time was putting in NFTs, which, oh boy, I'm pretty sure us gamers, we remember the NFTs. It was like a year ago, and they tried to put it into Ghost Recon Breakpoint of all games. I have no clue. I mean, the game was already in a, yeah, I don't know what state it was, because again, I didn't follow the game, but yeah, everybody, even the devs were like, idiots. Ding dong. Nobody likes NFTs. What are you doing? Like, and like, if you're doing it to a game, why are you doing it to us? You know, you're kind of bullying us here, you know. But I mean, eventually Ubisoft pulled back, and they're like, nah, it's not worth it. Hell, every game company pulled back. Thank God. Well, not every game company. Some game companies are trying to still go for it, but for the most part, NFTs don't seem like it's going to be a thing, which, I mean, if you ask me, we don't need another way to give devs money on full price games. But anyway, there's a cutscene coming up just now, and I'm going to let you watch it because my boy Jon Bernthal was in it. Yeah!
Stormcloud 1-1, this is Weaver. Come in. Over. This is Weaver. Come in. Over.
Anything?
Ugats. Contact! Contact! Check fire! Walker.
Sorry, Weaver.
Ah, he's so cool. Ah, he's so cool. Alright, anyways, so yeah, so they tried to put NFTs in it, and it's like, who's gonna play this shit? And then, now, we go to modern time, you know, 2023, December, and personally, I'm going through what I call a game drought, where, like, all the games I played, and I'm bored, you know. Like I'm going through games in my backlog that I, you know, either never touched or was looking at, and Breakpoint happened to be on sale and at a store, and I was like, fuck it. I said screw it, let's give Ubisoft some money, let's see how bad this game really was, and came home, popped it in, and to my surprise, I like this game. I really do. It's not a 10 out of 10, you know, IGN kind of game and stuff like that, but I really love how much this game seemed to have changed over the years. I watched a video explaining like the changes this game went through with all the updates. Like at first, this game didn't have any AI teammates, which is kind of counteracts the whole Ghost Recon thing, because you know it was all about, you know, you and a squatter there go and, you know, command your squad to do all this shit, and it was really weird, but they added AI teammates, which was really cool. And then I saw all the live events that they did, and to me personally, I thought, if I remember, I'm pretty sure one of these games was supposed to have the Predator in it, and I was sure that it was supposed to be Breakpoint, but maybe it was Wildlands, I don't know, or maybe I'm tripping. But they had a Terminator event. They had, which unfortunately you can't play anymore because it was a paid limited time event. Makes sense. Terminator's a big license. I mean, and Breakpoint wasn't really doing that well. So it makes sense. And then, you know, you had Rainbow Six Siege. You had all these new updates that changes the map, like a conquest, a raid. I mean, this game has so much like new stuff added into it over the year. And as you guys probably haven't told, or probably can't tell yet, I'm playing immersive mode, which is like old-fashioned Ghost Recon, where there's none of this looter shooter crap, you know, going around. You know, just depending, there's no bullet spongy enemies, well, except the drones, which I'm surprised that not a lot of people like, but I actually don't mind the drones that much. But anyway, oh, another cutscene's coming up, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch this one too.
Mayday. Mayday. This is Ghost Lead. Does anyone read?
555, Ghost Lead.
Who is this?
A friend. I got the radio from a ghost.
Is Ghost still breathing?
Ghost Lead, you can chase the White Rabbit.
Or run with the Red Queen? Give me a sit rep.
That can wait. Your man's getting medical treatment. Follow the trail behind the ancient ruins. Your destination is in the mountains between two waterfalls.
Understood. Ghost Lead out.
So yeah, so I didn't really mind the drone, but I also do kind of like where this game kind of is going, because this game, as I've said earlier, has a bit of a new formula, and this is kind of that survival, quote-unquote, thing. Now, it's not like you have to go out and feed your characters and, you know, make sure he takes a shit behind a tree and make sure he doesn't, you know, use poison ivy, you know, to wipe himself. It's not like that kind of survival, but it's the... At first, when they were making this game, they wanted this game to be like you're alone on the island. They want you to feel isolated, and stuff like that. Obviously, you know, that didn't really work. So again, they added the AI teammates in it, which is like something I always, you know, play with too, because, you know, I don't like being by myself. Anyways, but yeah, so and yeah, and I honestly don't mind it. You know, there's freaking you know, like little campsites around the map. You gotta go and you know, set up. And another thing too that I kind of noticed, and I honestly have to agree, is that the world does feel rather dead. But I, I, I don't know. I like. It's like a part of me don't mind it, but another part of me kind of want to go back to play Wildland just so I can understand what people meant by alive. You know, how alive was Wildland? Because yeah, a lot of people says that that's what that's what was good about Wildland, and but a lot of people also said that Breakpoint has the better gameplay, and that's one thing that is still making me play. This is probably one of the more realistic third-person shooter out there. I mean, there are a lot of good realistic shooters out there. I have a Ready or Not video. I haven't made it yet, but I plan on doing Ready or Not to look up the SWAT. But it's a SWAT team game, and I plan on, you know, making a video on it. And then there's 6 Days in Fallujah, which is another video I plan to make. So there's a lot of realistic ones, but this one hits differently. All right, another cutscene. I'm gonna let you watch it. Come on, boy, just burn down it.
I found some of the others. Johnson. Weaver. They were good men. What is Walker after?
He's lost it. Ever since that shit went down with Vaughn. I should have stopped him then.
You know, Vaughn was worthless.
Sure. But it didn't have to go down that way. What did you do?
There was, I thought someone was gonna shoot me.
This is our village, Vaughn. These are fucking allies.
She had a weapon. Yeah, she had a gun.
I don't see no fucking gun.
No, she had a weapon. See? She left me no choice.
You gotta be kidding me. You're done. You have wasted too much of my fucking time as it is.
No, you can't do this to me.
You did this to you.
No, this is your fault. You kept riding me.
Oh, Christ.
Pushing me. You don't. You don't. Oh, man, my dad is gonna hear what you did to me.
You fucking worm. You cry to your daddy? That what you're gonna do? Every single time you fuck up, you put the blame on someone else, don't you? Anytime you're in trouble, you just wait for that daddy of yours to swoop on in, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Your daddy, he ain't here.
Fuck you. I'm a good soldier. I'm a good soldier!
You are a worthless fucking human being. Hey, 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 hey. Come on, come on. Vaughn, give me your weapon. Come on. Walker. I've had enough. Walker, what the hell did you do? He was done. Well, now he's done. Besides, if I didn't kill that worthless pogue, whole village might have come after us. Hey, this ain't right, Walker! You know the rest.
I know you didn't testify. You kept him out of the brig.
I should have said something. Then we wouldn't be in the shitstorm.
No. You did good.
Tell that to my soldiers he just shot.
You find anything at Skull? This was in the computer lab.
Well, that underground lab must still be in one piece. Let's go check it out.
I don't know. I want to recon Walker's men. Find out what he's after.
You see any familiar faces? Don't assume they're friendly.
You too. We'll link up back here.
Alright, so anyway, so yeah, and I really do love the realism in this game. I mean, I think if this game didn't go in the looter-shooter direction, and instead it went for the realistic, quote-unquote, you know, direction, then it probably wouldn't have been received as bad as it did. I mean, it may have not been received as well as Wildlands, because Wildlands was kind of a, even though it was still the same Ubisoft formulaic, you know, open world, camps, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, it still would have had at least some sort of, you know, Ghost Recon like thing. And, you know, and, you know, hey, they were trying something new. Obviously, it didn't do so well. So I can guarantee you that the next Ghost Recon, which is rumored to be coming out in 2025, it's not going to have looter shooter element. You know, I'm praying, man. Lord, please. Alright, I know sometimes these devs don't seem like they understand, you know, why something didn't work, but let's hope they understood why Breakpoint didn't work. Anyway, so yeah, so one thing that I find super realistic, by the way, is the animations of your characters. Okay, and that's why I love this game in third person, because I like looking at the gear I have on. You know, like here's one thing I never quite understood, like in Dead by Daylight. So you can customize your own killer, right? Pretty cool. Here's the problem. You're not going to really see your killer when you're playing the game. Like, you know, except his weapon and, you know, the shit you put on your hands, right? So, you know, cosmetics in a first-person game, I mean, hey, people buy them. So, you know, it makes sense in a business perspective. But, you know, it doesn't make as much sense as a third-person perspective. This game, however, as you can see, there is a first-person mode when you aim down your sight, but that's about it. Otherwise, it's fully customizable. There's so much customization, which is also another thing that Breakpoint has over Wildlands, is that the customization is obviously more expansive. And yeah, I mean, this is a fully, like, I fully customize my character here and my teammate, and I like going for the realistic military, like, you know, stuff like that. Now, to be honest, there really isn't a military in the world that, you know, has this. This is more of a what do you call it? It's more, I can't think of the word right now because I'm stupid, but it's more of a little reminiscent to Ghost, you know. I honestly, I never really mind Call of Duty Ghost, and I do plan on making a Let's Play series on Call of Duty Ghost. But as you can see, we got the skull mask. We're all in black. It's nighttime. It's like Call of Duty Ghost. And but you know, I've also made a Arctic Warfare outfit, you know, for the snow and stuff. I made a US Army Ranger outfit, you know, for me and my squad. I mean, this game is fully customizable, and you don't even have to go the, you know, military route. If you want to play as just dudes, you know, if you want to play as a flannel dad, you know, you can do that. You know, you can rock the flannel. Now, you can't go out in your underwear, like, you know, and just go around and, you know, shoot people. Unfortunately, the game still has a serious tone to it, which I don't mind. I mean, when we're talking about the military, you know, to me, you know, it's some real shit, you know, because war isn't really meant to be funny, you know, skippity boppity boo, I killed you kind of stuff. Not like the way Battlefield 2042 tried to took it at first with the cringy ass voice lines at the end of every round. Thankfully they didn't go through, or they actually fixed it, which that's another game I probably should go ahead and, you know, to a checking out series. And I'll probably be doing it like this, because usually when I do my checking out videos, you know, obviously I'm playing the game with it, but I feel like to do this game justice, the beginning was important, but I should also, you know, show a mission off, and of course a mission off with no one else but Jon freaking Bernthal, which I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about now. He does a really good job playing Walker. Jon Bernthal has a really funny kind of way of acting, and I like it, you know. And he's not my, and probably in terms of most badass actors, he's up there for sure. But best actor, in my personal opinion, and this is just my personal opinion, Bryan Cranston, he does such a good job. I mean, watching him and Malcolm in the Middle to freaking Walter White and Breaking Bad, like, that is some serious skills. But Jon Bernthal, on the other hand, dude, he can play a villain pretty well, okay? I mean, he did Shane super good, and from what I've seen in this game, he plays Walker really well, you know, a military guy. And what I really like about Walker, and really what I like about, you know, villains in general, I don't like the I'm just bad because I am villains. I like the tragic, or the villains who actually believe they're doing something right. And that's one thing about Walker, is that he really doesn't, he's not really an evil bad boogeyman or anything like that. He believes what he's doing is right. Now, I don't fully understand, you know, his point of view yet, but I can already tell with you know, the cutscenes that, you know, you guys have seen so far, because honestly, these are the only cutscenes that I've seen so far in the game. I guess I will go ahead and admit that I'm only about like maybe 16 hours in the game, and I've been playing this game for a couple days. It's been really busy, which explains why I've had such a sudden lack of videos in the past few days. It's because my schedule has been all over the place, and I'm busy, but you know, I got a day off coming up, you know, right before Christmas, and I'm gonna be spending that you know, making videos for you guys, especially maybe we should do a Christmas video, because I mean, come on man, it's Christmas, so I'll have to think about what I'm gonna do. Maybe I have a little bit of an idea, but that's for another time. Anyways, back to Jon Bernthal. Yeah, he does a really good job, and there are other villains in this game too, but I honestly, I don't give a shit about them, man. I don't, and I'm not saying it because, you know, it's freaking, you know, Jon Bernthal, you know. Why would another, you know, random ass villain take his place? That's not what I'm saying. It's just that in terms of the story isn't really that great. I gotta be honest. I'm kind of thrown off on like what the hell we're supposed to be doing. Like, I know what we're supposed to be doing, but like just why, you know? And maybe it's just because I'm 16 hours in, and it's an open world game, so you know, I haven't just been doing story missions. I've been also doing you know, open world activities like clearing out camps and, you know, just stuff like that. But once I get into the story, I'll understand why. But just seeing Jon Bernthal's character every time it comes up, and not because I'm not saying this out of as a fan, I'm saying this because I'm being, well, you know, I'm honest. He gets my full attention every time, okay? And I mean, and his character is so good. He does such a good job, man. And yeah, and I really like his acting too, especially in the Punisher, man. Oh my God, Lord, please let there be a day when we're gonna have another Punisher game, man. Would a Punisher game actually, like, you know, not cause controversy? I mean, it is the Punisher, right? So I don't know. Maybe it'll have to be like an individual, like an indie project, something like that. But then again, it is Marvel. Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, Jon is definitely the reason why, you know, this game, he's really the reason why I'm doing the story mode. He's really the only thing that I care about in the story mode. So, and I really like, you know, there's a way to actually kill his character, like in the beginning, where you know, you first see him kill that black dude by the chopper. There's a way to do it, and that's what honestly I really like about Ubisoft game, is that you can actually end the game like in the first couple minutes. I really like that about Ubisoft. That shows that, you know, there's just a little bit of fun involved in there, you know. And I really think devs that have that kind of, you know, jokey fun, you know, to them, you know, like finishing a game in like 5 minutes and stuff like that, it shows passion, you know. Now, is it bad enough to say I think we should deserve to getting the in-game trophy, like the trophy for beating the game? Is it bad for saying that? I don't know. But you know, who cares? Anyways, so yeah, overall, I think honestly, I don't know if my excitement for this game is because I'm bored as fuck and there's like hardly any games for me to play. I mean, after Alan Wake 2, you know, just, and I am enjoying Max Payne, by the way. I'm not switching games or anything like that, and there are games for me to play on, you know, YouTube and stuff like that. But you know, I really don't want to. If I have a game planned, you know, and stuff like that, I don't, you know, to put on YouTube, I don't want to play them until I get to them, you know, for my YouTube channel, because, you know, I want it to feel fresh. And sometimes these games are going to take like a month to actually get, you know, to get through, and I don't want to burn myself out too quick. But yeah, so overall though, I think this game is pretty cool. Maybe it's even better with friends. I mean, every game is better with friends, let's be honest. But hey guys, you guys want to play Ghost Recon? Anyone? Ghost Recon? Anyone? No? Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to stick with the AI teammate. Yeah, AI teammates are quite funny. I mean, they can handle themselves and stuff like that, but they have a really weird pathing when going inside buildings. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been by myself pretty much the entire video, and that's because they have a really weird pathing. Now, obviously, you just saw one of my guys like in the hallways, you know, like a few seconds ago, but that he does nothing. Trust me, he does absolutely nothing. But anyways, I mean, yeah, I'm sure this game is way better with friends, and when you turn off all your HUDs and have the immersive mode on and stuff like that, just like the dudes on YouTube, that is it is super. It's a really cool experience. And that's another thing I forgot to mention too, or maybe I should mention, is that I think the community is pretty good. I will admit, I have played a little bit of multiplayer, not a lot, because, you know, I want to explore the game like on my own terms, but I have played a little bit in the multiplayer, and honestly, I don't have a problem with them. You know, sometimes communities in games can be really toxic, you know, DVD, you know, or they can be some of the best communities out there, like Final Fantasy 14. Like, holy crap, that community is amazing. I mean, of course, there's a couple of rotten apples, you know, in there, but, you know, it doesn't mean that the whole entire barrel is rotten, right? And so far, from what I've seen on YouTube, the community of Ghost Recon is very dedicated to this game, because, like I said, man, they make some really cool outfits. Like, there's actually outfit guides, by the way, of how to make your character look like, you know, certain military and stuff like that. You can look like the Mexican Special Forces, the Germans, you know, just there's so many different customization outfits. And of course, you know, as I said, you know, you got the U.S. Rangers, you got the Marines, you got the Arctic Warfare guys. I mean, yeah, there's so many customization options that you can do, and there's full guides on YouTube and stuff like that. And if that's not your thing and you just want to watch some gameplay, like of like real, you know, realist gameplays, here you go. Just go on YouTube and just watch some guys do it on YouTube, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh man, that was a burp for glory, by the way. So anyways, I think I pretty much ran out of things to say. I mean, I've been talking for, you know, well, not 34 minutes straight, but 34 minutes is a long time. So, I mean, I'm pretty used to it, you know, doing my YouTube videos and all that stuff. But, yeah, no excuse. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, let the video, you know, play for itself, and then after this next cutscene that's coming up, I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the gameplay, or in the whole entire gameplay. But I hope you guys do check it out if it looks interesting. You know, it should be really cheap. I don't know how much Ubisoft is selling it nowadays, but yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, as always. And hey, if you're new to my channel, Merry freaking Christmas to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'm part of a team sent here to see what the hell's going on with Aurora. Now, Maurice Fox said I could trust you. To be honest, I don't. But the people coming after you are trying to kill me. So what do you say we help each other?
Is Fox working with Yana Puri? The woman who took over as CEO? Who's working with those animals?
No. No, he's in the cave with mad shells.
Cave?
You know what? It's cooler than it sounds. Wanna grab your stuff? Let's go. Let's go. We gotta move.
It's my fault. All of this. I can fix it.
Yeah.
The answer's the drones. Operation Citadel. Right now, Citadel's keeping people in. But we can use it to free Aurora.
Hey, tell me. What does Walker have to do with any of this?
Walker was our military advisor. He led the takeover of Aurora. All he wanted was the drones. I thought he was a friend.
Yeah. I did too.
Well, that just brings a tear to my eye.
Go, go, go!
Walker.
Josiah.
It's good to see you, Nomad. Glad that you're still above ground.
No thanks to your lack of trying.
You have to know this is not personal. He has a reason for being here, and it makes sense.
Josiah, don't be an idiot. That man is a traitor.
He's a revolutionary. And we have a plan to make the world better.
No, you killed my soldiers. You killed Weaver.
We've chosen to become the warriors we were meant to be. Your masters that they don't believe in anything. We'll make you an offer, Nomad. Hand over Jace. Join us.
You gonna turn me over?
No.
Good old Nomad. You always were righteous.
That class is bulletproof.
Like hell it is. We need to get out of here. That's the way out.
Vent toxic fumes through there. It might kill us.
They will definitely kill us. Come on.
The odds are against those ghosts.
Eyes on it!